Hey guys, Cell here, welcome back to more Arknights. Let's get started with the Wanderer's Home. This one actually has COB in it. Rhodes Island Landship. Medical Examination Room 6.
Open. Say Say Come on, open your mouth, please. I'm just checking your teeth. I promise you I won't hurt you. Come on. Don't make me pull out the big guns every time. I'll make you behave. Hey. Look, Miss Pedo. What do I have here? It's your favorite, isn't it? If you're a good girl and help me finish my exam, these honey biscuits are all yours. That's weird. Why isn't she reacting to the honey biscuits? There's something wrong with your recipe, hibiscus. How many times have I told you not to put weird stuff in your food? You never listen. Here, little pedo, I'll give you this. Woo! But you have to be a good girl. It worked. That's my little lava, so reliable. Too bad you're not. Okay, let's proceed with the oral exam. Swallow the crumbs, okay, and open wide. Hey, hibiscus. Watch your tongue, Miss Pedo. What? Why did we bring her back with us? 'Cause we felt bad for her. The infection is very serious. And the head of the Lithuanian branch even said, "It's a good thing you subdued her. There would have been no hope for her if the police or bounty hunters found her first." An infected person as far gone as her, the way the laws in Lithuania have changed, almost certainly would have been euthanized. If it's at all possible, please at least get her out of Lithuanian territory. Thank you. Even if she wasn't infected, the way she was just attacking people on the road would probably not have ended well for her. At least 24 groups of travelers got attacked before. She hurt nearly 100 people. And that's just in Lithuanian. Who knows what she did anywhere else? Not to mention her fighting skills, I don't think the 5 of us could have pulled off attacks like that. And all she did was take some food. She was just hungry. Ow.
She almost killed me. If Kroos wasn't looking out for me and Beagle wasn't so quick with her shield, this pedo would have crushed your little sister with that rock-covered javelin.
Miss Pedo, please don't bite my hand. What? Okay. Your teeth almost finished. It's a little longer. Hang in there. Yeah, good girl. Come on, love it. Don't be like that.
Like what? I'm just stating facts.
What's with you all of a sudden getting pissy about every little thing? I thought you loved Miss Pedo.
Yeah, she's great. She loves me too. That's why she threw all kinds of rocks and flames and ice and pretty much everything at me. How did she master so many different complex arts anyway? Hey little pedo, are you sure you've never studied Virginia arts?
Oh? Here, I told you not to move. Lava, quit screwing around.
I'm just asking.
Lava.
Alright, my bad, whatever.
I'm sorry, Miss Pedo, just a little longer. And now here and here. Oh, and that should be it. Now, Miss Pedo, we're pretty much done. Rinse your mouth with this glass of water and be sure to spit out. Don't swallow. Little lava.
Huh?
Something's bothering you.
None of your business.
You were the first one in the squad to give her something nice to eat.
What's that got to do with anything?
After starving for that long, she shouldn't be consuming much sugar from a nutritional standpoint, but she really needs to supplement pretty much everything at this point. That's why.
Wait.
You snuck off and bought a bunch of candy. Only later realizing you'd spent all your money.
That's enough.
And when we were bringing Miss Pedo back, everyone was worried she'd run off. Only you were brave enough to try to communicate with her, building the trust we needed to take off her shackles. And once we learned she liked honey biscuits, it was you, among the 5 of us, who worked the hardest to make the best ones.
Seriously, stop.
Your big sister is very proud of you.
Come on, don't talk about this stuff in front of her. I just did what I had to do.
But it's so sweet. No need to hide it.
Oh yeah. What? So I'm the like oil exam, that's the last part, right?
Yes.
And then what happens to her?
Well, that's not up to us. The operator's responsible for that is still talking over her case. Morgan said she'd have someone tell us in the afternoon. Anyway, after a busy morning and all those examinations, it's time to find a place for Miss Pero to. Hi, Miss Giss, love her. Are you still not done checking out Miss Pero? If we don't leave now, we'll miss Doberman's training. I'm going on ahead. Huh?
Hibiscus.
What?
I thought you said it got us out of Doberman's class.
Huh? Well, I might have forgot.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
All I could think about at the time was helping Miss Pero with her checkup.
We're dead. Let's go pick out a pair of coffins. What are we gonna do? Okay, how about we take little Pero out now and give her the first person who comes along. Let's hope we can find him again after training.
The plan is little.
Let's see you come up with one. I'm not running laps around the bridge again. And I bet you don't want to memorize anatomy textbooks while doing jumping jacks either.
Who would? Okay, fine, we'll do it your way.
I'll get her weapons, you deal with her.
But what about her mouthwash?
She already swallowed it. Hurry. Oh, talent landship. Outside medical examination room 6.
There's someone. Blacksmith.
Can I help you? Can you take care of this girl for a bit? We'll come get her right after training. What girl?
These honey biscuits are her favorite. If she gets cranky, just give Miss Pero one of these.
Huh? And don't let her have her weapons just yet.
Thanks. Come on.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Miss Pero.
We'll be right back. Only 3 minutes, she's gonna kill us.
What?
So, what's your deal? Just take the biscuits, eat them, whatever. Want me to carry your weapons? Good. Come on, my workshop is this way. Oh, talent landship. Vulcan's workshop. Come on in, have a seat. If the forge gets too hot, you can go behind the partition.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Are you a blacksmith?
I'm an Italian blacksmith codenamed Vulcan.
Vulcan is... Minoan.
Yes.
Can Vulcan check my weapons for me?
I am not authorized to perform maintenance on unregistered weapons. Sorry.
Oh. What?
All of the weapons she's holding. It feels somewhat familiar. But there's no harm in just taking a look. Can I see that axe you're holding?
Yes. Here you go.
Thanks. This is definitely Minoan craftsmanship. Brings back memories. It's worn, it's been a while. But it's been wiped down surprisingly clean. You're doing what little maintenance you can at least. The construction is solid. Doesn't look like it's too damaged. It would be like new after some basic touches. Oddly, no chipping, no warping on the blade. Pretty low temperature steel. A steel. It's familiar. Where have I seen smithing like this before?
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Whatever, she can call me that if she wants.
On the axe near the grip, there's a word. It's my name. In Minoan. I wanted to go to Minos, but it's a long walk. No one I met could tell me my name. They could only tell me it's Minoan. Since Vulcan's Minoan, you must know how to read it. Can you read it to me?
Let's see here. Good thing it hasn't completely rubbed away. These characters, they're definitely Minoan. In standard pronunciation, this would be Seobi. Seobi. Should be Seobi.
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 Seobi. Selby. I'm Selby. I've got a name. Vulcan, ma'am.
Ma'am again. Maybe I should give her a little nudge. But what?
People usually have two names, don't they? Like Lava has a different name when her sister calls her. She's Little Lava,
or something. That's more of a pet name that she gave her little sister than anything. What to the point? I've never put two and two together that they look alike. I've never known that. While I was reading it, I'm like, how have I never noticed that before? But hey, yeah, they're sisters. Okay.
I want one of those.
Sorry, I'm not very good at naming things.
Vulcan is a blacksmith. Blacksmiths are good people, and good people are good at naming.
What is this logic? Whatever, she's just a kid. Let me think for a moment.
Yeah.
She wants a nickname. But I only know how to name weapons. What should I do? Think of her as a weapon, and then name her. It's simple as that, really. Seobicius, Seobini, Seobitia. You don't need to be naming her the same as her name. No, she's not a weapon. I need another scheme. Think Vulcan.
Vulcan?
She mentioned Little Lava before, didn't she?
Are you okay, Vulcan?
Well, there's a pretty easy way out of this. Might as well take it. You are Little Seobi. We'll call you K.
K?
Yes. It kinda sucks.
K. Seobi. Thank you so much, Vulcan, ma'am.
You're welcome. Don't be scared, K. It's just someone looking for me. No bad guys here. Put down the weapon, okay?
No bad guys.
No bad guys. There's no bad guys at Rhodes Island. If you're scared, you can go behind a partition.
Selby isn't scared of anything.
Good.
Vulcan, are you in?
Who is it?
Hello, Vulcan. I'm an operator with the logistics department. I've come to relay a decision regarding the little petal girl who was brought to Rhodes Island yesterday. Operator Hibiscus said she entrusted a petal girl to you. Is she still with you?
Yes, come on in.
Vulcan.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Good day, Operator Vulcan. Good day, little petal girl. Don't call me petal girl. My name is Seobi.
Oh. Alright, Seobi. Now then, we have been over the details surrounding your rescue. Our determination is as follows. Please listen carefully. Due to the circumstances surrounding your arrival, your personal freedom has been temporarily restricted. We apologize for that, but from this point on, you will enjoy the right to free movement effective immediately. Am I not being sufficiently clear? I think she may not be getting some of the legalities here. Just give me the documents, I'll make sure she gets it. That would be a big help. Okay. Kay. Why were you out on your own back there?
I wanted to go out to Minos, but I think I went the wrong way.
According to the information provided by the Lithuanian branch, she traveled from Bolivar all the way to the Tri-Junction of the East, where she had then turned back. At that point, she made a large arc across the north, till finally being rescued by our people in Lithuania. This girl can walk, but why do you ask? If you made it to meet Minos, what were you going to do?
Ask my name, and then... I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Operator Vulcan, please inform her of the situation and let her make her decision. So what would you want to do after that?
I don't know.
Think it through. Think it through. It's important.
I want to eat until I'm full every day.
Operator Vulcan, what are you? Shh, quiet.
I want to spend half the day in a hot bath and wrap myself in a warm blanket and lay there until I'm hungry again. And I want a big house where I can keep all my treasures. Carrying them around all day is kind of hard, especially when I'm hungry. And I guess that's it.
Understood.
If there was a place where you could eat and drink and have a house to sleep in, would you want to stay there? Who wouldn't?
But most of the time, you have to think a lot, and you have to fight a lot of bad guys, and sometimes you might not sleep for days. Even then, would you want to stay there?
I'm not very good with thinking, but... Look at me, are you talking about being a hero?
Kind of. A hero. Yes, I'm talking about being a hero.
I want to go there. I want to eat to be a hero. What more could I ever want?
Good. Shouldn't you help her? She's made up her mind. Please take care of her paperwork. If she needs a sponsor, you can put down my name. But should I repeat myself? If you insist, I have nothing more to say. I'll prepare a follow-up test for Saobe at once. But please, be aware that you will need to attach appropriate guarantees. And an explanation. I will. Well, I'll take my leave then. See yourself out.
What's happening?
Nothing. You still have a lot to learn and a lot of fights to fight. It'll be a lot of work. Get some rest while you still can.
Oh. Ma'am.
Huh? We'll get used to that.
You want a honey biscuit? I've baked them, they're good.
May I?
Here.
Thanks. What's its flavor? It kind of. The crust isn't crispy enough and something's wrong with the honey seasoning. Other than that, it tastes exactly like the ones in Minos.
Is it good?
Very good.
Right.
But,
huh?
A biscuit like this should be eaten fresh out of the oven. Put some jam on it and pair it with a cup of tea.
Will it taste better?
Yes. I'll ask Master Hoy next door to make some for you, when I get a chance. He's great at making these sorts of things.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're going to be subjected to a lot of testing over the next few days. We'll have you fix you up a bit and your weapons too. How do you want them?
You'll fix them for me.
It's a blacksmith's duty to make sure a weapon meets its wielder's needs. Just tell me what you need.
I want my chests to look as good as the weapons here in your house. And, I want the weapons to be the same color as my axe. Is that too much trouble?
That won't take much time. I might be done in time for you to surprise Hibiscus and Lava.
Really?
Yes. Bring your weapons, let's get started.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Little Pedo, it's gonna be okay, right, Hibiscus?
She's so good at fighting, and Vulcan's so nice. What could go wrong?
Vulcan? Vulcan, nice. Anyway, I know she won't do anything bad. But I'm more worried about that logistics operator who showed up in the middle of training. He had a pretty big file with him. Gave me a bad feeling.
Uh-oh, not this again. In my experience, bad feelings usually signal good things.
I hope you're right. Oh, we're here. Who is it?
It's Lava.
We're here to see the little Miss Pedo. It's unlocked. Come on in.
Lava and Hibiscus. You're here. Huh? Miss Pedo?
Well, what happened to your weapons?
Don't call me Miss Pedo anymore. Call me Saobe. That's my name.
Huh? Several weeks later, Rhodes Island Landship. Logistics Department small conference room. I think you know why I asked you here today. How did she do? How do you think? Fancy a guess. She doesn't take orders, she just throws her weapons around and makes a scene. How do you think she did? Just tell me her results. Her results, huh? She passed. Oh. She made a mess of herself and failed a bunch of tests, but her personal character and potential qualify her to be an operator. Take into account the opinions of several of her proctors. The other details are less important. The doctor is never wrong about anyone. Neither are you. Well then, it's time. Can I get a reason now? Normally, the operator assessment process is initiated by the individual herself. You typically look poorly on situations where an individual has a decision made for her. especially when there is no guardian or relative involved. Sorry, that's all I get. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Rules were made to be broken. Just give me a reason. I have to pass something upstairs. A girl who likes weapons can't be bad. Alright. Hold on, that's it. Yes. I'm gonna need a little more than that. A few more sentences or there's no way I can finish this report. I have to. It's important. Well, I'm a blacksmith. I don't know people, but I do know weapons. If you have someone with absolutely no knowledge of weapon maintenance and upkeep, her weapons are going to get damaged after a long period of use. Still, she did her best to keep her equipment in good shape, to the best of her abilities. That was enough for me to affirm her talent and potential. How can you be sure she doesn't know weapon maintenance? She can't use a whetstone. She doesn't know her oils. That's long before we start talking about any rules or scientific principles. The only thing she knows how to do is polish her weapons, and she's good at that. Okay, what else? That should be enough. You know better than me what has to go on a resume. I do. She's a Bolivarian. Traveled the whole world looking for Minos and never quite found it. Still don't get why. All I can say is her spirit is commendable. It's always good to have faith. That's what I'm curious about. You usually don't pay much attention to people. This Selby, is she that special? What is it about her that caught your attention? Her weapons. I'm serious, Vulcan. I'm serious too. How so? Her name was carved into that axe. Minos isn't Higashi. We don't just tape our names onto weapons in case we lose them. If your name is on a weapon, it means something big. Plus, I couldn't forge that axe, that technique. I know I've seen it somewhere. I want to help her solve the mystery of that weapon. Then maybe someday she'll come back and solve something for me. I guess you could say I'm just a selfish blacksmith. You craftsmen have your secrets. Well, whatever. That's enough for me. Sorry to bother you. Go get some rest. I'm sorry too. No need, I'm just doing my job here. Thanks. Don't thank me either. Next time you're up for a drink, come by while I'm on. I've got a new mix. I'm calling it Kazimier's Fury. Give it a try sometime. Sure. That's why I say HR ain't easy. Kids these days don't know how to fight a proper CV. Takes a good chat to dig up all the juicy stuff hidden down there. It's all mysteries wrapped up in enigmas. Damn it, I'm an HR director, not a detective. Director. Oh, what is it? Director, we're ready to interview the new operator. If you would. I see, by the way, here's Aobi's contract. All signed and notarized. File it for me and then send someone to inform the operator of her formal onboarding. Understood. Just a moment. Be sure Operator Vulcan is there for that. She may be needed to explain some of the formal terms and conditions. Understood. Okay, enough chatter. Back to work. Sure enough. Another one who can't write a CV worth a damn. Looks like I'm in for another long evening. Yep, you are. And that makes me want a freaking COB even more. Dang it. I want to know the mysteries of COB. Crap. Well, I mean, I didn't get her. And I'm pretty sure Bagpipe is coming really soon. I think. Isn't she coming with the next contingency contract? Oh god. Not CC. Not again. I ended up just giving up. Because I didn't feel like putting in the 9 million hours of effort it would have took to find a team comp that would actually do it. I didn't bother looking anything up. I didn't see anything as far as I remember I didn't do. Oh boy, asking for trouble. "9:39 p.m. inside the Rose Island landship. Oh, finally, finished. Good work, Orchid. I've gotten to know you all so well. It's like I'm part of the team now, huh? You've really gotten good at this, Orchid.
I'm better at this than looking after the circus, that's for sure.
Why don't you apply for a transfer to logistics then?
Huh?
You know, people like you who come out of the, more normal world usually end up working in logistics. It's kind of unusual to become a combat operator. You've all been wondering why you decided to go to the front lines actually.
You wonder why, huh?
What kind of work would you like to do for Rhodes Island Orchid? The assessments show you have an aptitude for engineering arts. If you're interested, we could put you on the front lines. But since you are a civilian with no relevant combat experience, we still recommend that you join a logistics-related section. Of course, rest assured that even if you go into combat role, we won't put you in danger, no more than you can handle anyway.
What does logistics do?
Well, it's a pretty broad department with a lot of functions, but in general, you can think of it as the job that keeps Rhodes Island running. Since there are more clerical jobs, it's well suited to people like you, folks used to city life.
You mean sitting in an office? I came here for a change. I don't want to spend my life in a cubicle.
I'm sorry I have you working in a cubicle most of the time. And then I swap you out, you rest, and then you go back into the cubicle. I'm sorry, Orchid. No, seriously. She's the one I tend to have for my, recruitment and whatnot. Poor Orchid.
I want to go into a combat role.
Are you sure? It can be tough being a front-line operator.
Yes, I want to give it a try.
Okay, then.
I probably shouldn't tell him I wasn't interested in office work. Let's just say I sort of fell into it.
Oh yeah, that'll happen if you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Oh yeah.
But I seem to remember we have a way to deal with these sorts of things. Let me take a look here. Yep, here we go. Combat operators of civilian origin who, within 1 year of working as a combat operator, find themselves unsuited to the role. They apply for reclassification as a logistics operator and will be unconditionally approved. You haven't been here that long, so you should be good to go. Actually, everyone in A6 should be good, except Spot, since he was a Sargon soldier. And even with Spot, I bet we can find a little wiggle room.
Oh yeah, I never thought about it before.
It's not like our work is any easier than that of a combat operator. Rhodes Island depends on us to keep moving.
Yeah, right, thanks, I'll think about it. Hi kid, are you done yet? I just finished. Okay.
Well, if it isn't little Poppycock, is she waiting for you?
Yes, I bumped into her on the way, and she came along.
Now that you mention it, I think I remember you applied for a double room to share with her.
Yes, that girl is a handful, and who sends a child that small out to war anyway? But the rest of the team is either unreliable or even more trouble than she is. So here we are. Hi kid, are you done yet? Coming, alright, I better go.
Don't forget what we talked about. I'll be waiting for your answer.
Right. Isn't ironic? I became a combat operator, did the opposite, and now look at me. I am doomed to the rat race, no matter what path I take. Wicked, what's a rat race? It's a miserable life, sitting in an office for 8 hours a day, growing fat and sick, doing tedious menial labor, and sometimes putting in overtime. Oh, don't get it. Anyway, Poppycock, how did you end up at Rhodes Island? Dr. Conti and Dr. Ansel bought me. What, bought? Yeah, I used to work in a lumber yard. One day, Dr. Ansel and Dr. Conti were passing by there and saw me. They played with me all day. The next day, I don't know how or why, but Dr. Conti bought me.
A lumber yard?
Yes, my mom and dad sent me to work in the lumber yard when I was very young. Boss was sometimes very mean to me, but at least he fed me. Did you ever see your parents again? Oh no. Boss and my mom and dad went very far away. They couldn't come to see me, so I just had to wait. Dr. Ansel said that if I was good, Rhodes Island would help me find my mom and dad, and I might see them again someday. Hey Orchid, why are you hugging me all of a sudden? What's wrong? Nothing. See, sometimes a girl needs a hug is all. How'd you like to be like those boys and girls back there? doing things in a chair, not needing to run around all the time. Dr. Ansel asked me the same question, but I don't really understand that kind of stuff. I just know I'm pretty strong. I've been trying really hard to read. Then I can help you and all those boys and girls in the office. Of course. Yeah. Okay, what's wrong? You look really sad. Did I say something bad? Not at all. It's my fault. I shouldn't have asked about that. You're always so nice to me, Orchid. You can ask me anything. Okay. Orchid, why are you hugging Paprika in the middle of the corridor? People might get the wrong idea. Don't worry about that. Hi, Catapult. Oh, hi, Paprika. Are you guys going home? Yes, now why are you all sweaty? You better not be running off to get yourself, and by extension me, into trouble. Come on, Orchid. Give me a little credit. Let's finish the session with Midnight. What with Midnight? Don't tell me you don't know. Unless there's a mission, Midnight works out in the training room every day about this time. I didn't have anything to do today, so he roped me in, worked my tail off, and finally let me go. Spot's there giving him the business now. Why? How should I know? I figured you'd be up on it. I just know I need to steer clear of Midnight around 10 o'clock. I knew about it. Midnight also got me to join. But then I hit him and he flew away and he didn't ask me again.
Wow.
So that's the story. And when he dodged the question when I asked if he told you. My sides. Alright, as long as you're not making trouble. Why do you always come back to that? That's the discrimination, Orchid. You're always so nice to Paprika, even when she makes trouble. I'd be so nice to you if you'd also go and sweetly apologize every time you did something bad. That's beyond me, and if I have to apologize for stirring things up, then where's the fun in it? Just stay out of trouble to begin with. You're lucky you're at Rhode Island. Anyone else would have. Never mind. Forget it. Come on, Orchid. Just come out with it. Nowhere else can handle my personality, and I don't want to change. Only Rhode Island would want a freak like me. But everybody here is talkative and awesome, and the work is good and it pays well. I love it here. Great, as long as you're happy. Anyway, hurry back and take a shower. A girl shouldn't be walking around all sweaty. Sure. Hey, Orchid, the dorms are the other way. I'm going to check out the training room. Oh, Paprika, why don't you come into my room tonight? I'll tell you a story. Okay.
Training room. Did you skip dinner midnight? Kinda weak. My swordsmanship is about agility and cunning. Keep talking, music to my ears. Aha. Slow, but not bad. I can tell you did eat enough after all.
Midnight and Spot are fighting. Can I? Let's wait for them to finish. Oh.
Water, please. Here. Oh, thanks. The military lineage shows, Spot. You're usually so lethargic, but you're clearly much better than me at this. You've got something to be proud of. If you didn't have the basics, I'd have my comics in one hand while I fought you with the other. Am I so weak? How can I get my point across without hurting your feelings? No need. But I'm actually curious. You were an escort before, right? You got the fundamentals, I can tell. A couple years of practice. That's not up to military standard. For a civilian, you can fight. Can I take that as a compliment? I'm mostly trying to convince myself that the most useless guy on our team actually has something to offer. Actually.
Midnight, Spot.
Look at here, you're boned. Why's that? I don't know, but she looks like my mom did whenever things were about to get real bad for me. Oh, you're wrong about that. It's my turn to teach you some tricks for dealing with women. Good evening, Miss Paprika. Miss Orchid.
What are you doing here?
As you can see, I'm doing my daily exercise.
And why don't I know about this routine?
I never thought you'd be interested, Miss Orchid. It's all on my own time.
Fair enough. But we're normal people, and Instructor Doberman made it clear that civilian teams like us won't ever end up on a dangerous mission, so what's the point?
A good question. A truly fantastic question, Orchid. Let's take a break for now, shall we, Spot? Yeah, whatever. I'm just here to help out. I'll go get a comic book to read. Orchid, do you know what the secret to success is in my line of work?
What are you talking about?
That's a rhetorical question. To start things off, I can continue without an answer.
I guess the trick is to be handsome first and foremost, and then be a decent talker.
No. Although I consider myself quite beautiful, I do know how to pay a compliment. Ugh.
What's wrong with Spot?
Nothing. Just looking at a clown in a whole new light. Confidence is very important, but by far the most important is to treat all your clients equally. That is, when you step into my realm, my presence and whoever you are, the only thing you are is my client.
What's the point of all this? Are you trying to say that everyone's the same to you?
Not at all, my dear, sweet captain. Clever as you are, you've never thought this through. It's not that everyone's the same to me, it's that simply everyone's the same. The iron-fisted career woman, tyrant of her office section, could actually just be wearing a mask for the sake of her work. If she wears it long enough, she may forget how to take it back off. Not worldly, homely housewife, whose husband likely cheated on her long ago. She stays at home telling no one of her troubles, with no choice but to come to drink with me. An ill-tempered fashion designer with her strong woman facade made us fear the gossip of others, and the resulting loss of trust.
Do you have a death wish?
Do you think I was talking about you? People like this abound. Everyone in the city, and unloading their identities and responsibilities, is exactly the same, each and every one. So why at Rose Island would things be any different? Do the elite operators who go diving headlong into a war zone come back and unplug themselves like so much machinery? No, they drink and chat in the bar. They care for their freshly potted plants. In the greenhouse, they listen to music, they read. They complain when a mission is too hard, but chuckle at how hilariously easy it was. They cry, they laugh, they mope. They hurt and they die. They're no different from us, are they?
You're a boy who knows how to give a speech.
Thank you for the compliment.
That all makes sense, but I still feel like it's not completely true.
And I can't blame you for that. My industry as it is always had a bit of an underbelly to it. I have that advantage. But not you, Orchid. You grew up entirely in the light of day. The greatest hardships for you were lower pay than you'd like, and sufficiently clear skin, traffic on your commutes, those sorts of things. This world of violence and bloodshed is indeed a brave new world for you. But you're here. You made your choice. Shouldn't you at least try to understand it instead of shackling yourself to the common sense of your past?
The common sense of my past?
I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm definitely not qualified to preach, but wouldn't the fashion guru of Rhode Island understand that?
Even you know about that, huh?
I've talked to quite a few senior operators. I've had a lot of interesting stories.
And you're getting in good with them?
I get in good with anyone, as long as they understand my language. This is my special power as the devil of the Eastern Night.
Right.
So you know perfectly well that the people who ask you to design your outfits and give fashion tips are ordinary people like us, don't you? By the way, Spot, you asked me why I knew how to fight when I was just an escort. Oh yeah, I forgot. You warned me. This is a bit of a story, so let's take it to the cafeteria, my treat. Sounds like a pain in the ass. Can I pass? I don't really care. I'm afraid not. Damn, I blew it. Should have slipped out halfway through.
Yeah, that you did.
I said it was my treat, but you could still show a little decorum. Do we have to?
It's so good. Why aren't you eating Orchid?
I never eat after dinner. That's the mark of a modern woman. Right, back to business then. First of all, if I may be so bold as to ask Orchid, how'd you contract telepathy? If that's too personal a question, you don't have to answer.
It's not a great story, just one day I suddenly noticed a little crystalline growth in my body. The doctor said I must have been exposed to some originium without even knowing. I still don't know exactly how I got it. That's it.
I see. No wonder you're having this little crisis. So let me tell you my experience. There was a younger man working in my club. He was my polar opposite, bright, sunny disposition, straightforward, instantly likable. Of course, no one who works in my industry could be called naive, but if I'm the type to make malicious assumptions about people, he's the type to trust them. Sounds like the type I would hate. Is that your way of saying you like me, Spot? Orchid, is there really no cure for narcissism? I'll ask medical later. Maybe there's hope. As I said before, I treat all my clients equally, meaning I don't change my approach based on one status or identity. I make an active effort towards that goal. But for him, it was second nature. From my position top the industry, I could see that he would be the one to surpass me.
That person surpassed midnight.
It can't be that simple.
Huh?
Yeah, it would be nice if that was the whole story. Now that I think about it, I actually did him a disservice. He didn't come from a good family. He needed the money to him. I must have looked like the king of the world. If I was out of his way, he wouldn't have been able to make it in that world. I should have taught him much earlier how to situate himself, how to handle money, how to be what people needed him to be. Had I done that, maybe we wouldn't have ended up at each other's throats. He was jealous of you, and he didn't notice. He hid it well, rather he didn't even notice it himself. It wasn't until he almost killed me the first time that I realized this flaw in my understanding of human nature. I think that it's got nothing to do with human nature, just you're too nice.
Right, I never thought of you as the type to mentor a newbie. But Midnight is a really good man, I always knew.
Thank you, Poppycar. But you said first time, which means there was a second time. Right. He did almost kill me the first time. Almost I'm confident that had that been in his second attempt to kill a man, I wouldn't be sitting here. But I am. I bet $5 Logan you bitched out. No, I didn't. It's just I couldn't have expected what happened next. At the time, I saw the world as Orchid did. I never thought of it as a place of malice and bloodshed. I muscled him out of the industry and learned how to handle a sword. I thought that would be enough, I really did. Until one day I discovered a health problem.
Your empathy.
He paid my agent to infect me somehow. The second time he came looking for me, he was infected himself, and he brought his friends with him. I had seen a lot of hate in my work. I thought I understood it, but when it was actually directed at me, I felt it burning away. I hadn't ever before imagined. But you won. I did. Even if I can't go toe-to-toe with you, I can fight off a dozen thugs and walk away with my life. It was then, with my own hands, I took his.
What?
What's wrong, Poppycar?
Why Midnight?
Don't cry, Poppycar. Honestly, I should thank him for showing me how immature I was. After that, I learned about a place called Rhodes Island, and made up my mind to leave the industry and come all the way here after registering with the office in Higashi. Along the way, I saw a lot, thought a lot more, came to Rhodes Island with a deep understanding of this one thing.
What are you looking at?
Let me share my thoughts with you, Orchid. I'm not trying to say that because we've seen the cruel reality of the world here, we need to accept it. From our point of view, it's only natural to think that most of Rhodes Island's operators have been through unnecessary pain. We shouldn't feel inferior for having grown up in our relative safety, but it isn't an excuse for us to fight it either. Life is the same everywhere. Where we used to live, the only way to get what we wanted was to work hard and earn money. It's actually the same here. We could have chosen to join the logistics department to put in the same effort there, but it chose the path of war.
Aren't you afraid to die?
I think we're all afraid to die. But as you've learned in your time here, Orchid, sooner or later you have to fight to defend something. This would be a fine time to say I'm training hard so I can be strong to defend you, Orchid, but I'd like to think you would think about something instead. What kind of life do you want to lead at Rhodes Island?
I understand. But I don't.
Good. This is something you'll never have to worry about. Why not eat up instead? Here, you can have mine.
Well, thanks, Spot.
He's right. You don't have to worry about the stuff, Poppycar. And forgive me for dumping all this on you, Orchid. The question you asked me is one I've been asking myself a lot since I came to Rhodes Island. So I had a lot to say about it.
Well, thanks for that.
Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. The blessed Savior Orchid has finally shown me gratitude. Brother Spot, Sister Poppycar, such luck you have brought me. You're a dead man, Poppycar. We need to get to bed. We have a big day tomorrow.
Oh, we're done.
We're done.
Okay, good night, Spot. Good night, Midnight.
Good night. Sweet dreams to the two beautiful ladies.
Uh-huh.
So you're not worried we'll turn out like the guy from your club. Not to toot my own horn, but I have a lot more confidence as a judge of character these days. Besides, we're on the same team. It's good to know each other better, no. Sure, but I never imagined you'd be hung up on all that garbage. Now that I've thought it through, I don't need to trouble myself anymore. I guess so, I say. Did you use any of those tricks for dealing with women just now? I did indeed. The most important trick of all, telling the truth. Sounds pretty easy to me. It's important because it's simple.
Okay, when we get back, Catapult tell me a story.
Not tonight. Midnight kept us out too late.
Oh. Okay, I'm just glad to see you happy, Orchid.
Oh, have I been unhappy lately?
Oh, I don't know how to say this. You seemed very upset after we left the logistics department. Oh no, though, now you look happy.
Did I? I guess I did. Thank you, Poppycar.
Did I do something?
You just don't know it yet. Excuse me, are you Orchid? Oh, you are.
I'm sorry. Payment logistics, I've heard you're kind of an expert on fashion. I'm pretty handy with a needle and thread. Can I talk to you for a minute?
6:23 p.m. inside the Rhodes Island land ship. So you decided to carry on as a combat operator. That's too bad, but it's your call, Orchid. We'll respect it.
Yes, it may not be a good fit for me, but it's a special opportunity. I don't want to waste it.
That's true. Sitting in the office all day is pretty boring. Maybe I should apply for a transfer and try it out. You're dreaming. You wouldn't last 2 seconds with Doberman. Oh yeah, I've heard about that one. It's pretty cool you made it through her training, Orchid.
You get used to it. Anyway, that's all for today.
Heading back so early.
Yeah, I have a thing.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, all these aches, that's what I get for skipping the gym that long. I can't even move my hand to fill out a form. Why did I do this to myself?
Orchid, there you are. I've been looking for you.
What's the matter? What did Poppycar break this time?
Nothing, it's midnight. He's fine with Poppycar, you've got to see this.
Okay, I'm totally out of it today anyway.
What made you want to sign up for fitness training? It's not like you.
Call it a change of heart.
Oh, want me to give you a shoulder rub?
Okay, out with it. What did you do this time?
Whoa, hey, I didn't do anything.
I'll believe you for once.
What? You seem kinda different lately.
Do I?
I can't quite put my finger on it, but yeah.
Come on, weren't we going to see Midnight eat shit?
Hell yeah, we are.
Huh? Go looking for trouble and you just might find it.
Oh man, come on, I want to see Poppycar make Midnight eat shit.
God dang it. Okay. We have one more to go. Moving forward. This is about Doberman. "10:21 a.m. Rhodes Island Trading Ground."
This is it.
Too slow.
Shit. But...
That's enough for today.
Oh.
A bad fake. You blocked it this time. I'm glad to see you getting more flexible.
Yeah, it's what Instructor Doberman taught me. Not just about footwork, but all about adjusting my speed. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Right. You have your natural Karanta speed. It's good for quick attacks. Those aren't worth anything if the enemy blocks them and you have no counter. Anyway, you passed this field exercise.
Thanks, Instructor Grace.
But the next one will be even harder.
I'll be ready.
That's the spirit.
Fang. Beagle, did you finish your test? How'd it go? Oh, I didn't pass. Instructor Fallon has some real sneaky tricks. Don't get discouraged. You'll get them next time. How about you? Did you pass?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, my butt. Cruz, are you okay? Instructor Tess shot my patootie. Huh? The test was a sniper war between me and Instructor Tess. We had to hide and fight each other. I still don't know how she got behind me. Don't laugh at me, Uncle Grace.
I'll tell you, you got really unlucky. The other sniping instructors just happened to be out for a few days, and you got stuck with Tess. Even I can't keep track of that phantom. My advice is you put the same effort into finding a sniper nest that you do into finding places to nap.
Yeah, laugh it up. I just checked out Hibiscus and Lava passed, but Hibiscus didn't. They went to home already. How did you do? Fang passed. Aw, Fang, you traitor. Why am I a traitor? Oh, I failed again. What is wrong with me? Don't be discouraged, Spiegel. We still have plenty of chances. Yeah, it's just a quiz. There's nothing to be too upset about. We still have a hell this afternoon.
That's right. Doberman led us through your individual test this morning, but the afternoon group field test, that's all her.
Please, I can only imagine it. Look on the instructor Doberman's face when she sees my test results.
Now you're sorry.
No, Instructor Doberman said we could go at our own pace. I'm just a late bloomer. But I'm also worried she'll be disappointed in us. Beagle, Cruz.
Okay, seriously, don't be too hard on yourselves. You didn't make these tests so you could pass them. They're here to tell us what to work on.
Well, it feels awful when a guy tells you straight to your face that he's better than you, and you can't even do anything about it.
It's the truth. There's a huge skill gap between you trainees and us instructors. That's why we're your teachers. That's what we're here for. And even if you hadn't noticed, to yourselves, you've made a huge stride since you came to Rhode Island.
He's right. Yeah, I guess he is.
And really, your girl is doing great. Instructors you went up against are all experts in your respective fields. Do you have any idea how we got to where we are? What we've been through?
No way.
Yes, Doberman alone trained us. Hard to believe as it may be, Doberman today is 100 times softer than she used to be.
Huh? We talk about the same Doberman. She's soft. That's not funny, Uncle Grace.
I'm not kidding.
Grace, my abuela runs up a mountain with a pack of twice that size. You really can't handle some light jogging. Fallon, you want the enemy to die laughing. Is that what you're going for with these clumsy slapstick attacks? Tess, you falling asleep on me. Hold your gun straight, don't let me out of your sights. Victor, the enemy doesn't give water breaks. Leia, let's have you learn some basics first aid before you try healing arts. This bandage work is as much of a mess as you are. We're done for the day. Give me 10 laps around the training room, you hear me? Sir, yes sir. I can't hear you. Sir, yes sir. Not bad, huh?
The point is still that Doberman may not be the strongest fighter herself. Hey, I'll toot my own horn and say I've got a 50-50 shot against her at this point.
Come on, cut the crap.
Hey, a little self-confidence is good for the soul. Anyway, Doberman may not be the strongest fighter around, but the tactics and strategies she pulled out of her time with the Bolivarian army are overpowering.
Bolivar?
Yeah, like the Bolivarian Civil War. You see on the news. That Bolivar. We all wonder exactly how Doberman got to be as great as she is, but she never talks that much about her time in Bolivar. Anyway, at the time Rhode Island was just getting going, and he really needed some talent. Then how do I put this? Doberman was a real soldier back then.
What does that mean?
Like, we're all pretty awesome here at Rhode Island, but overall our atmosphere is still really relaxed, right? We get to have our own lives. Okay, let me put it this way. If you were with us back then, Cruz, you'd never end up napping in a utility closet. The thought wouldn't even cross your mind.
Huh? That sounds like hell.
You get what I'm saying? Doberman's way different now. You get what I'm saying? Doberman's way different now.
Really, it's hard to imagine the person Instructor Grace is talking about is our Instructor Doberman. Yeah, Doberman works as hard and she's kind of scary. Once you get to know her, you can tell she really cares about us.
She always really cared about people, even back then. It's just sometimes what you do means more than why you do it. Alright, that's enough chatting for now. You girls pack up, go take a shower, have lunch, and get ready for the group training this afternoon.
What about you?
Me. I'm going to gather up the other teachers and we'll take your test results to Doberman.
Oh, I can do that for you.
Really, you can?
Sure, we'll pass Instructor Doberman's room on the way to the cafeteria. Oh, I'll go, too. I'll pass. I'm in no hurry to see Instructor Doberman.
Thanks a lot, ladies. Oh, and don't tell Doberman what I just told you ever. I mean, if they need to get out of a predicament, they might.
Instructor Doberman.
Oh, what are you two doing here?
We're bringing you some test results and I guess some other information from Instructor Grace. I passed.
Let's see here. Oh, good. The others, Cruz and Beagle and Hibiscus, didn't pass. Did Lava.
Sorry.
It's okay, you're making progress. Go on back and tell Cruz to be ready for this afternoon. Go on, rest up.
Okay. Instructor Doberman, are you cleaning your room?
Yes, I do so regularly.
Can I help you?
Why?
Sometimes you want to get back to your teacher, you know. Oh, I'll help too. Unless we get in the way.
No, not at all. I'm just a little surprised. I thought you were scared of me.
No way, I have a lot of respect for you, Instructor. Me too.
Alright, I'll take the help, thanks.
Okay. There's a lot more stuff in here than I expected.
Oh, is that odd?
No, I just always thought of you as an instructor with a tiny room. The type who wouldn't keep a lot of stuff.
I really didn't bring much with me when I first came to Rhode Island. But I've been living here for a few years now.
Alright. Instructor Doberman joined Rhode Island a long time ago.
Yes, compared to most operators, it's been a while.
Why didn't you join up, Instructor? Oh, sorry, is that a bad question?
No, it's just now's not the time. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Are you curious too?
Yes. I am. I really want to know more about your instructor.
Know more about me, huh? Huh.
Let's well start in the wardrobe. Hey, Instructor Doberman, is this a uniform?
Huh, yes. It's a souvenir I kept from my time in the army.
Oh, it's very cool. It is. So which side did you fight on?
You know a bit about Bolivar, huh? You don't remember that Beagle is also Bolivarian origin. You immigrated to Colombia, is that right?
Yes, but I have only heard about Bolivar from my parents. I'd love to hear more about it. Oh, but it's not like I just came because.
Relax, if you did, it's okay. Come help me with the betting.
Okay.
There we go, thanks. There are currently 3 factions in Bolivar. The nominal official government is a puppet controlled by Lithanian, since they led the forces that won the war against Colombia. Then the autonomous governments resulted from parliamentary split. They've been looking for a chance to seize power. They're well-funded and offer a challenge to the puppet government. Last we have the Bolivarian resistance and uprising made of ordinary people fed up with the struggles of the power. I serve the autonomous government at the rank of a colonel.
Wow, a colonel? Instructor Doberman is awesome. That's a high rank.
Yes, it is.
I'll wipe down the top of the wardrobe. There must be lots of dust up there. Achoo! Oh, something fell down. It's a bunch of metal tags. Huh?
These are nameplates.
Nameplates? What ID card do we have of Rhode Island?
Yeah, soldiers in the army get these plates issued with their name and unit number for identification.
Really? Can I see them?
Take a look.
See. I can read the names, but I can't make sense of these abbreviations.
Those indicate some of the things about the units they served in. Don't worry about them.
If you have their name plates, does that mean that they're...
Yes, they're all dead.
So were they important people to you?
Important? Colonel, your men died bravely. Don't grieve for them. The deaths have saved my careers and yours. You won't be reprimanded by the brass. An investigation, no one will remember these things. The truth, Colonel. People need pretty or at least decent results. They don't care about the truth. Colonel, remember your place and don't forget who it was who raised you up from a common soldier to the command you hold today. I didn't know them well. We barely spoke. But yes, they are important to me.
Huh?
We're just about done cleaning. Come here.
Did I do something for instructor?
No, I wasn't trying to hide them. That's why they were just kind of left up there. But your questions got me thinking, so I want to talk to you too.
Oh, well, I'm honored.
Relax, just have a seat. I will tell you about my past at some point, but not now. For now, I just want to ask you a question. What do you think is the defining characteristic of a soldier?
Is this a test?
No, there are no wrong answers.
Oh.
Let's see,
combat proficiency.
Most people learn to fight, operators here all do. And you too will, it's not something unique.
Is it being able to use some kind of awesome weapon?
The truth that many manufactured weapons are readily accessible to the military. But as you've seen here at Rhodes Island, there's always people who have other ways of acquiring such things.
There's a lot of them.
Yes, that's a big one. The military usually has a numerical advantage unmatched by civilian organizations. Rhodes Island today can only compare to standing army of maybe a backwalker nomadic city in this small country.
Well, I thought Rhode Island was really powerful.
For a non-governmental organization, Rhodes Island has done very well for itself. But we couldn't dream of challenging a state.
But we have such amazing operators like Skyfire. She goes swoosh with her staff and everything goes through. But there's only so much you can do in the face of an overwhelming numbers. You remember Gus from the garrison? He was the toughest guy there by far, but a dozen men ganged up on him.
Exactly, numbers change the calculation even for mediocre combatants. One beagle couldn't take on Skyfire, but what about 10 or 100 beagles? Think about it.
100 me's? Well, we could crush Skyfire. Sorry, Skyfire.
Exactly. The number of times a lone individual has used their individual strength to influence warfare on a national scale is 0. In the entire recorded history of human conflict. Anyway, to digress a little, there's a reason I haven't been systematically explaining the army to you in your prep courses. There's just no value to it. My greatest hope is that you'll never have a chance to apply any of this knowledge. This little lesson here is completely voluntary.
The numbers aren't an answer either.
Well, it's an answer, but it's more of a descriptor of the military itself, rather than a soldier.
Is it following orders?
What makes you say that?
I just thought back to our time at the garrison. Gunn said that as a soldier you have to follow orders no matter what.
Correct.
I got it right.
You did. The defining characteristic of a soldier is obedience to the chain of command. There's a saying, the best soldier is one who can't think. An army does not need soldiers to think, only to follow orders.
But isn't that kind of cruel?
War is cruel. You must engage in it. Giving up thought could be a kind of relief.
But
isn't it cruel that you have these questions at all? Aren't soldiers human? Obviously, a soldier is not a machine. He comes closer to death than anyone, and he knows better than anyone exactly what it is he is facing. Can a soldier still muster up morale when he knows he's carrying out an incredibly stupid order?
I think no.
Of course not. So when faced with such a situation, you have two choices. Do you know what they are?
No.
One is to prevent a soldier from noticing the order is incredibly stupid. But that's difficult. The men on the front lines know exactly what kind of danger they are facing. You can't fool them. If you could have made a better choice. And that other choice is to just issue the correct orders.
Huh?
It may sound a bit silly, but it's the truth. How else do you get a soldier to surrender his inclination to question orders? How do you get him to relax and trust in his command? It's simple. Just issue convincing correct orders from the beginning. But not everyone makes the right choice. After leaving the autonomous government, I moved to join the resistance. But in the end I left, because it wasn't any different there.
Wow, Instructor Doberman even joined the resistance.
Yes, there's a picture in the second drawer under the wardrobe. Take a look.
Wow, you look so cool back then, Instructor. I want to see. Wow, she did.
Put it back when you're done. Things didn't go well there either, and eventually I left Boulevard and came to Rhodes Island. My expectations were low, but I was pleasantly surprised. A soldier knows when he's been given a stupid order, but he may not know what to do about it. That's another reason you need the right orders. And Rhodes Island provides those.
Fang, you get what she's talking about? Kinda.
Don't worry about it too much. Just me waxing philosophical. The main point here is you could stand to appreciate Rhodes Island a bit more. You can safely give yourselves to Rhodes Island even if you don't think about what you're fighting for. You won't lose anything. It's an age-old question if we know we have to move forward, but forward is always in front of us. How do we know which way to move? There's no answer to that question, but you can at least trust in Rhodes Island when they tell you which way is forward. You can't go wrong moving that way.
Trust in Rhodes Island? I think I get what you're trying to tell us. Yeah, basically, Rhodes Island is a good place.
Yeah, that's about it. It's a pie-in-the-sky paradise that a few idealists are desperately trying to keep going, for the sake of a little hope.
I know Rhodes Island is good, but is it really that good?
It might take a while for you girls to realize it. Alright, that's enough cleaning and chattering. It's time for you two to get some chow.
Oh no, it's almost 1.
Yep, thanks for helping me clean up. You have something to eat. I'll be right along.
Okay, thanks for the lesson. Instructor Doberman, I need some time to digest it. Me too.
Don't take it too seriously. Also, I changed my mind. I think I might put this one on one of my tests. If you two feed me back exactly what I just said, you get a 0.
Oh, no way. I'll think very carefully about it. Thanks again for your lesson today, Instructor.
Instructor, huh? Somehow I'm getting used to teaching. I've had many students, some of whom have long surpassed me, and others have bright futures. I found a new purpose in Rhodes Island, and I'm willing to believe in the future that Amia and Dr. Culty have painted for me, but... Alan. Juan. Jose. My roots are still in Boulevard. I'll go back someday and see for myself. Someday. Oh boy. I will enjoy when that someday comes, and I hope that you take us along. Well, hey, I did it. I did it. I had a major time crunch, but I did it. Oh my god. Are you serious? No, that can't be right? Because it's currently 5-2 right now. Which means there's still an hour and 57 minutes to just turn 3. 5-3. So yeah. There's still an hour and 57 minutes though until the reset, right? And that's when it ends. AKA is under 2 hours. Okay. I actually did it. Holy crap. Okay, so Utage, Bybeak, or Beak, I don't know. Bagpipe and Sissa. Obviously, I would like to have Bagpipe and Beak and Utage. But will I? I don't know. Ooh, some outfits. Seema gets an outfit, Gabriel gets an outfit, and Hoshiguma gets an outfit. Pretty nice. Hey, some free sanity, alright. So with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next one, where we will be doing contingency contracts. After I do 110 shot on Bagpipe Spanner. Do I have enough tickets? I have 8. Actually, I might not have to do a 10 shot. I mean, I'm still probably going to do a 10 shot just to see. And if I could just get 2 more headhunt tickets, that'd be great. Really would. As much as I want you to say Obi, I'm not summoning on this banner, because when this banner ends, you're gonna be available, I believe, as a 6-star potential that we could get, just like we got Mostima on your banner. We could potentially get you on Bagpipe. Just saying, it's a possibility. Will it happen? Who knows? So yeah, till then, see you guys later.